It is day 4 of Bronycon, the officially final day. Oh man, this is gonna be I'm gonna try and make this day drag on. But yeah, I imagine there's gonna be a lot of tears by the end of this, but I plan on having a lot of fun anyway. So what I'm gonna be doing today is, as I said last night, there's not really any panels I'm planning on going to. So what I'm going to be doing is just walking around and probably go down to the marketplace one last time and then just kind of hang around, see if I can find more people. I'm going in my whole uniform here. I got the mask and everything else on the bed there. So that'll be pretty much my entire day until closing ceremony. So yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty sad day, but I'm gonna try enjoy the last few moments while I can. So let's go ahead and get down there.
Yeah, it's like one of the first ones I found was Johnny Firefly.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yeah. But like, and the funny thing with that is this: I pride myself on walking into every React blind without a clue. And as I've mentioned countless times in intros, I hate the fandom for the sole fact of how much content they put out. And I'm like, it's just like, do you know how hard it is to not look at my phone, to not have my computer?
Like it's great, but it sucks for reactors.
Yeah,
Especially the latecomers.
true that. But yeah, and all of a sudden, I started noticing that scripted reacts and like planned reactions became far less entertaining to me.
It's like the only time I do that is, you know, if you like forget to turn your microphone on or something and you're already a little bit in there. That's kind of when you have to do it.
Well, like, that's where my blooper reel comes from. Like, I more or less tell the guys, okay, we're going to be reacting soon. Get your recording started, and let's make sure everything's ready.
Right.
So our entire blooper reel, more or less, is us setting up our gear and making sure everything's done.
Right.
And Twilight and the sister, it's for you.
Yeah, both of the people.
It's for you, Twilight.
Twilight, go in the middle.
You've come such a long, long way. And I watched you from that very first day. To see what you might do. To see what you might do. To see what you've been through. And all the ways you made me proud of you. It's time now for a new change to come. Come now, and a new life has begun. I just want to let go. See what you will see. Find what you will be. It's time for you to fulfill your destiny.
Just before the closing ceremonies, I ran into one of the members of the Scootrix Bridge team, Ted Gretschman, as well as a fellow Brony reactor, Lego JPL Studios, and followed them to the tabletop gaming area of the convention, where Ted showed us a game that he's been working on based in the Scooby-Doo world. It was a lot of fun to play, and I'm very thankful to Ted for allowing me to play this game with him. Can't wait for it to come out. Hopefully it'll get kickstarted, because I definitely want to buy this as soon as it comes out.
And I am going to try to move back.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. Alright, good. Which is good because that would have hurt me. So that's when I'm already filled the suspect line, so they all come back and we get that one.
Okay.
So all you need to do is get a move card to come out, put a motive down, and if another move card to come back, and you would win.
All right.
So you're potentially 3 cards away.
Let's see. I have a crappy hand. Okay.
Happens. Okay. Going for the move. Cunning. Now you have to have two methods.
Okay.
But you're moved out. You can still put down motives this time, but you must have another method. So that's kind of extended your time. And
Right.
you're not as close to winning as you were.
I can do that.
Okay. Good.
You said I can still put down what? No, I can still put on motive. What about another suspect?
No, you can only, now that you've played a method, you can only play methods this turn.
Just okay.
Right, so that's all you can do.
Let's see.
The only other thing you could really do is either move back, or if you have two move cards, try to move me out, and then you can attack me. But that wouldn't necessarily be good for you because all I need is a motive and move back. You can't do that.
There's absolutely nothing I can do.
All right. So I got these three. And I got these two. Alright, so you didn't give me anything great. So what I'm going to try to do is oh, come on. Alright, so I'm going to freak out Velma.
Okay.
And... No! Oh, it's not going to work anyway. Alright, we'll just be as much of a jerk as I possibly can. And I am also going to freak out Daphne.
Scooby.
Ooh, Scoobies. And then I am going to try to move out.
Okay.
I don't really want to move out. Maybe I'll get a Scooby snack out of this. Scooby snack. Woo! Alright, so I got a Scooby snack, but now I moved out. Done. And those are yours.
Alright. 3.
All you need is a motive now and a move back, and then you just got to mellow those two.
Alright, Jimmy. Let's see. I don't really have anything else to do, so.
Okay.
That.
Oh, hey, it's the guy.
Hey!
This is the guy I watched play shit trick.
Yes, we were attempting it. I got crushed in that game too.
Freak out bread.
Yeah, I'll take the friend hit. This is our game that I'm working on called Unsolved. So it's kind of Scooby-Doo themed at the moment. All right, so I got 2. You didn't give me much to work.
Wait, next space creep though.
Thank you for helping us make history this year. It's been a banner year in every regard. You all came together one last time to help us throw the biggest and best party this fandom has ever seen. This party was amazing, and we know we can't top it. So as you all already know, we're not throwing another one. This is still the last time there will ever be Bronycon. And it might not feel like it right now, but it's going to be okay. It's the end of an era, but it isn't the end of everything. It's a new beginning. It's a chance for the fandom to grow and change and come out stronger. And it's a chance for each of you to do the same.
This is the end of the beginning.
Conventions are amazing because they're a time to be surrounded by people who are like you and people who like you. People who understand what you're into and are into it too. And I know that's really hard to find. But I also know that this will not be the last time that each one of you experiences it. My challenge to you is to go out and find people in your life who will understand you. People who want to know what you're into, what you're passionate about, and where you want to go in life. Build your own community that will sustain you and challenge you, and keep supporting the community you will always have in the fandom. Because now, more than ever, we need you. We need you to keep creating content and supporting content creators and attending conventions. We need you. Helping your fellow community members in their time of need. We need you to keep being kind and hopeful and brave. And if you're out there right now thinking that I'm not talking about you and this doesn't apply to you, no, I mean you. Because thanks to you, this fandom and this community is what it is. You all came together to make something entirely new. Something that has never happened before and never will again. Lightning struck the right place at the right time, and the most incredible things happened. There aren't enough words to capture even a fraction of what a journey it's been, and how incredible you all are. How much you've done for people, how much you've done for yourselves, how many lives you've improved, and how much you have changed the world. And I don't have to try and explain it, because each of you already knows.
And that is it, folks. Bronycon 2019 is finished, and Bronycon itself as a convention is also finished. Yeah, that was it was, you know, it was very upbeat ending. Yeah, obviously they're gonna try to make it go out with a positive note, but it's obvious the emotions were high from the chairhead speaking and just even all the community guests speaking. It was definitely gonna be a sad convention to see go, but I did have a lot of fun today. So, like I said earlier, didn't go to any panels. I just spent pretty much the whole time just walking around, checking things out, and meeting more people. So, like the last few days, I started off with the vendor hall or marketplace, bought 3 more items, and I kind of finished off what I was wanting to spend. When I went on the start of the trip, I went ahead and pulled out $600. That was more of a kind of a limit, the cutoff limit, but my goal was to spend only about 400, which I did. Spent 400 exact, and it's not something that I was like, I'm capping at, I just spent $400, but I really wish there was this one other item I could have gotten or anything. Like, I pretty much got everything that looked interesting to me and I wanted to get. So definitely very happy with the outcome. And now I can use that last $200 to go to rent when I get back. So not bad trip this time around. Well, not that the last one was bad either, but I definitely spent a lot more than I definitely should have. I was definitely a lot more prepared financially for this, planning wise, so that definitely helped. So other than that, what did I do? I kind of walked around for a little bit, just went from place to place, just seeing what everyone was doing, seeing what kind of weird cosplays could come around. Then I met up with Armored Brony again. I saw him just kind of chilling out against the wall on the second floor next to the information booth, and was just pretty much talking with him for a good while. Really cool that I finally got to meet him in person. Really wanted to do that for so long, so I'm really happy I finally got to do it. After that, he went off on his own thing, so I kind of continued just walking around, and again, just seeing what else there was to see. Then I started making my way down to the Starbucks, close to where the side where the Renegade stage was set up last year, close to the Skywalk to the Hilton. And the weird thing about this was, I don't know if I mentioned it in the past video, but apparently there's a second convention going on at the same time. I think it was a Rubik's Con or something, some Rubik's Cube convention. I don't know much about it, but I guess the people running the convention center decided it would be a great idea to run that convention at the same time as ours. And apparently, from what I heard, it was a last minute decision. So that was awesome. So that whole I guess right side of that convention center where the Renegade stage would have been set up, next to the near that skywalk to the Hilton was, that was technically that was not part of us, even though everyone was still just hanging around over there anyway, because that's where the Starbucks and some of the food was. But yeah, because last year the marketplace was down, I want to say it was Hall D, but you actually had to go through that area and go down the stairs over there in order to get into it. That wasn't the case this time. I think that might have been where the Rubik's Con was. I'm not sure. We didn't even use the level 400. Last year, 400 was where the autograph booth stages were. This year, it was kind of in the same area with the registration where you picked up your badges. So it was definitely a mess, especially considering how many people were there. I think I cut off the camera halfway through the closing ceremonies because my battery was dying, but I cut it on right as they announced the attendee number. I think I just got on right as they say, so it might have been a little cut off, but Yeah, I think they said it was about 11,200. It was a huge amount. So the fact that we didn't even get the whole building was pretty bad. That was, I don't know what the head of the convention center was thinking with that one, but money, I guess. But yeah, so I was down in that area, just walking around, and I came across a someone who watches my videos, and I started talking with him. And I guess Ashley H was down by some tables in front of Starbucks. I'm like more around the windows that lead back toward the main area of the convention center. And I guess she saw me. She ran up to me. Actually said hi to me, and she has this daybreaker, or not daybreaker. Please don't get me for saying that, Ashley. What was her, the nightmare, whatever her name is in the remembrance thing? She had a print of her, and she was getting all the members of all the people that worked on remembrance as well as reactors to sign it. So she saw me, she ran over to have me sign it, which was really awesome. And then I got to take a picture with her finally, because I missed the chance to do that last year. So I finally got that. Yes. Then after that, went back to the main area, and the karaoke guy was out there doing his thing again like it was the day before, so I just kind of stuck by him again, just listened to the music and whatever. Did that for a good while, and once he was finished, I think it was maybe like 1 or 2 hour and a half before, maybe even 2 hours before the closing ceremonies happened. He just ended his thing. He was starting to walk off, so I get up and I'm putting on my stuff, and Ted Gitchman, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, one of the members of the Scooter Tricks team was walking by. He saw me. He said, "Hey," he said, "Hey" to me. You know, I kind of went off with him. He was heading down to where to go get in line for the closing ceremonies, which was already starting to wrap around. It was already getting really big. So him and another reactor, and I feel so bad. I'll have your name written right here because I'm subscribed to you. It took me a minute to realize who it was, a good minute. But once he kind of set off his intro that he does in his video, and I immediately realized who this was, and I was subscribed to him. But I can't think of your name right now. I'm so sorry. I'll have it written here. I don't know if you hear that, but someone is. I hate people with mufflers on their car. You guys have like the tiniest dicks ever. But yeah, so me, him, and Ted were kind of hanging around. We decided to go do something else. Well, Ted was going to go back up to the tabletop room to play a board game that he's actually working on as a Scooby-Doo board game. So I decided to tag along with him. So me, him, and the other reactor all went up there, and pretty much he was just showing, Ted was showing me how the game worked, because the other one just kind of, the other reactor, our buddy, just wanted to sit by and kind of just watch how it's played. And me and my dad were always the big tabletop board game kind of people. We play board games, deck building games, Warhammer 40,000 miniature games, all that kind of stuff. So, I'm always up for playing that stuff. So we were playing. So he showed me how the game worked. It was very easy. The game we played, thankfully, was really short because our time was running out anyway. They were getting ready to shut down. But it's one of those games that can either go pretty quick or kind of long. But it was definitely a lot of fun. Again, I'm pretty sure you've already seen some of the footage from that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that game. I hope it really goes through and can be released, because I would actually buy that game. And after that, then we decided to go downstairs and see how bad the line looked, and it was even worse. So what they were decided to do was, because with the opening ceremonies they ended up having to cap it off because they couldn't fit everyone in there. What they ended up doing this time was they would let everyone fill into the main hall, cap that, fill it up as much as they can, and then they had projectors set up within the main registration hall. So basically everyone else who couldn't get into there could just sit out there and watch it on these screens. Now for their opening ceremonies, they opened up the Harmony Hall, which was Hall B, I want to say. It was kind of weird. It was kind of split up. That hall was split up in half. So one half was Bronycon. It's technically the first half you walk into. And then the second half was the marketplace. So it was kind of weird, but that's where they did it for the opening ceremonies. So I don't know if they did that, open that one up again for closing ceremonies. I think they only opened up this side one, the registration hall. But that's where I was. That's where you saw me recording that. And that was, yeah. That was a very sad moment. A lot of people were hoping that the chairhead would say psych after, announcing that this was the, definitely going to be the last Bronycon. We're not changing their mind or anything, but yeah, it's rough. I had a lot of fun with this. I'm glad I got to go to Bronycon when I did, because I wanted to go since 2016, and with all the money issues and stuff that was going on, I wasn't able to do it. So, this last year was the first time I could go, and then of course they say that this year was going to be the final one. So that really tore at me, but I got to go. I got to say I experienced it not once but twice. So I'm definitely thankful for that, and thank you to everyone who came and said hi to me. To those of you who wanted a picture or wanted an autograph from me, even though I feel really bad about the autographs because my signature is total ass. It's not something I ever really worked on, and I know it's garbage, but thank you anyway for wanting that. Even had someone, I think today, had someone want me to sign their giant Fallout Equestria book that they were selling main hall. Want me to sign the front page of that, so that was pretty cool. I love that. But yeah, thank you so much for all that, and it definitely makes me uploading videos. It definitely motivates me a lot more. And yeah, I'm gonna miss this, but at the same time, I'm not done. If there's one thing I've learned from moving in with my roommate, was that back in 2017, I believe, was when I actually went to my first convention. It was called Heroes Con down in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was more of a comic book type convention, Marvel and stuff. But I went to that. I thought it was really cool. And then that same year, they also opened up a convention called SuperCon in Raleigh, which was really convenient for me because that was only a few minutes away from me. So I got to go do that, and that's when I learned that I'm actually really enjoying conventions. So when I went to Bronycon, I loved it even more because it was basically like one giant party, 3-day party, or in this case a 4-day party, and I really loved it. So you're definitely going to see me going to more conventions now. Even got some more cards here. I picked up one that was for the Sequestria, which I know before, I think they just organized stuff on top of cruises. But with Bronycon ending, they're now going to be hosting Sequestria in Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland. It's going to be the Grand Hotel. So I don't know if I'll go to this one next year because I have one of these other ones I'm probably thinking about going, but I at least have one that's within at least 4 hours of me, so I can definitely make the drive again. I picked up the one for Everfree Northwest. Again, I doubt I'll go to this one next year, but you know, I at least have something to consider for sometime in the future. And then this one is the one I'm thinking about going to, BabsCon. And the reason, like, I knew it was in California, and being in North Carolina, that's like on the complete opposite side of the country for me. So obviously, I wasn't really considering doing this until I looked up the city that's in Burlingame, California, which is about 20 minutes from where my uncle lives. He lives in San Francisco. So I'm actually considering, you know, just going out there to stay with him for a week, and I'll go to this during those 3 days. So, you know, we'll have to see. It's going to be a money thing too, but that'll definitely be something I am strongly considering right now. You'll probably see me at BabsCon next year. I would definitely like to try and check out these other ones as well. So yeah, Bronycon 2019, the final Bronycon. I had a lot of fun. I got to meet so many people. Johnny Fireflame, you know, Ashley H, Armored Brony, the Screwtrix team, all my subscribers that were there and recognized me. Thank you all so much. I had a blast this weekend. Still sad to see it go, but you know, all things must come to an end. But it's not the end for me. It's definitely not. If there's one thing I learned from going to this convention in particular and seeing all these people, this fandom is not dead and it is not dying. Those the people who are saying that it's dying have no idea. It may not be as big as it was when the fandom first kicked off and got popular, but the thing is, the people who left were the ones who were just on it for the hype train. The ones who are still here are here because they truly love this, and we're here to stay. And it's definitely something, looking back, I never thought, you know, I would ever be saying that for myself, but this is definitely a fandom that has changed a lot of lives. It's changed mine for sure, and I have no intention on leaving it ever. I think Joey O was the one who said it. I think he said he's a brony till he dies, and I'm pretty much the same way now. So I'm gonna be going to more conventions. I'm gonna be doing more stuff with this fandom, and I hope you all stick with me for it, because I'm definitely more excited for it now. So I was gonna show off my merchandise as well that I got, but my battery is about to die again. I charged it just enough to do this video, so I'm gonna let this charge up a little bit more, and then I'll do the merchandise on a separate video. And I'm also currently downloading season 9 episode 14 right now. I will definitely try to react to that tonight as well, so that way when I go home tomorrow I have stuff to work on and upload to you guys. So with that said, this is Night Rainbow at the last Bronycon ever. Thank you all for joining me on this, and I will see you in the next video. Alright guys, this is a continuation of the end of the day 4 Bronycon vlog. I'm just gonna go, now that my camcorder's charged, I'm gonna go through just show everything that I bought. Got quite a few things here. You know, some stuff I ended up buying, some was actually just given to me, surprisingly. So let me just go ahead and show the basic stuff. So I showed this on day 1 when I picked up my, well, probably not, was it day 1? I can't remember, when either Wednesday or Thursday. But of course, you know, I got the sponsor badge, which gave me 2 things. It gave me that little sponsor pin, which is awesome. I love this pin. I think it looks so cool. As well as this poster, and then I also got a shirt. Let me pull one out. That shirt right there. So I got another one I can add to my collection. So that's just from being a sponsor. So the stuff that I actually did buy, first off, they had a booth set up for, it was a kind of a donation type thing, where you could donate money to cure cancer. And depending on how much you spend, you'll get a bun that, when you show to the other vendors, they give you a little discount. It was usually like $5, pretty much, but you know, still nothing too bad. Sorry, I just got the hiccups for no reason. So yeah, that's the bun that I got. So you had two options. You could donate $5 or donate $15. So if you donate $5, you just got this bun. If you donated 15, you got that bun, a print of a MLP crossover with Attack on Titan, which is so cool. I really love this print. And a 2020 calendar that has that same print on it, as well as like a bunch of other art of MLP anime crossovers. There's a lot in here that I have not heard of. What was it? My Hero Academia right there. What else you got? Princess Mononoke, I think that's what it's called. Full Metal Alchemist right there. I love that one. There's one I really like. There's Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. One Punch Man. This one right here. I actually just finished watching the first season of this a week or two ago, so I really love seeing this. But yeah, this is really cool. And they even have like a little bit of, like, under each one they give like a little bit of information about the anime itself right there. And then the calendar itself, I'm assuming they have names of people that were part of the show. So like M.A. Larson, Tabitha St. Germain. I'm assuming that's their birthdays. So there's a bunch of names in here from the show. Actors and staff members, I guess, and whatnot. But yes, I'm good. Yeah, so the red names are birthdays. So I now know everyone's birthday in this. Oh, and then the back has all the like different pictures in there. So just so you can see them all, see if you if you could guess what that one is. That's all the different pictures, calendar days in this. So yeah, I really like this calendar. This is really awesome. So yeah, now these two were given to me. This was Friday, I believe. I don't know what this is. To be honest, someone just handed it out to everyone. It's just like a little cardboard cutout of actually, is this a sticker? This might be a sticker. No, that's a no, that's just that's a piece of cardboard. Okay, I thought I felt a sticker on that, but it was Sombra. But on the back, there's a little speech bubble that I guess I could just stick to write something on and just stick it to it. Obviously, the most obvious thing you're gonna be writing on this is crystals. You know, like I don't know what else I'll write with that, but yeah, I don't really know what the point of it was, but it was given to me. I have it. There you go. Now this one I got today on the 4th day of Bronycon, and it's a card from the My Little Pony collectible card game. Some guy apparently opened up a box and ended up getting like 3 of each princess, I think is what he said. So he was just kind of giving this out to. We're just staying in line waiting for the marketplace to start up, and he gave it one to me and the guy next to him. But yeah, I got a foil card of Princess Luna. Let me actually take that out real quick so you can actually see the foil. See that? That's really cool. Now I actually know what the card does because I never played this game. What is that? Cost 4, 5, something. If you withdraw a card during the main phase, you may exhaust one of your friends to gain one something instead. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but hey, I got a foil Princess Luna, guys. I'm so special. I used to be really big on the World of Warcraft trading card game. So when I got into the fandom, I really would have liked to given this game a try, but I don't know. The closest game store to me is like at least 45 minutes away, and I don't even know any groups that even play the My Little Pony card games. So other than just collecting them, I don't know. I might end up just doing that, but I really don't know if I care that much to do that. So still really cool to have. I like that I got that. Let's see. So now for the stuff that I actually did buy, I may have to take this out, but I got a. Now that looks fine. This is the Tempest Shadow mouse pad. I bought this. I'm gonna use this right away as soon as I get home. I love this thing. This looks cool. I got a little bag. These are probably pretty common among bronies. It seemed like I saw a lot of these, but it's one of those where it has this cool print. Originally, I thought it was Rainbow Dash and a Wonderbolt uniform sitting next to a Shadow Bolt, but after looking at it closely, I think she's actually in a Shadow Bolt uniform. So I really like that even more if that is because I'm pretty sure that that's kind of dark colors for a Wonderbolt uniform. So I think she's a Shadow Bolt in this. And I really like that. But you know, it's one of those bags where you can you can take that art piece off and replace it with another type if you want, if you have more, which is pretty cool. Pretty much I just bought it because I was carrying around my backpack, but I have my mask and camera and stuff in it, so I thought this would be nice to carry around my the stuff that I buy. Just put it in there. I can't remember the name of the guy that I bought from, unfortunately. But he also had, as I was looking at the bag, I glanced over at his prints, and I saw he had this. He had this as a print and as a shirt. And if you guys are on or follow Equestria Daily, you've probably seen this. I saw it on Twitter and I loved it because I thought this was the coolest thing. I even watched the little speed draw of it. So when I saw it the first time, I immediately, liked it because I thought this was just the cutest thing ever. So I immediately bought it, and he also, went ahead and signed it right there. So it's really cool. I actually have this as a print now instead of I have to go find it in my Twitter account somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. One more thing that was given to me. When I went to the Screwdrix panel, they were giving out a poster, and if you were at Bronycon last year, you've seen this design before. They were giving this out as shirts, and I ended up just shirts, and I ended up winning one of them during the trivia round. So they were giving these out as prints. They had a bunch of these, but the next day, the day after, they were all kind of just gathered around in front of the Hall of the Moon for a few minutes, and they were signing. The whole team was there. They were all signing it. So I got everyone's name from the team on there. Majority of the snap people into voice actors, or well, I guess really it was just 2 or 3 voice actors, really, if you think about it. But yeah, they're all on there. This is gonna get put into a frame and hung up on the wall. I really like that I got that. Alright, get this back in there. Can't get it in there. Okay, whatever. I'll do this after I'm done. Now, another print I got was, oh, this one I actually have the name off. Let me pull that out. She actually gave me the card. Let's see. This is Key Lime Kelly. I believe this one. Basically, that's the thing. Key Lime Creations. Yeah, it looks like the name's Kelly, and so this is what I got from her. I got 2 things. So I got this print of Big Mac and Luna dancing. I love this thing. This is really cool. And she also has several stickers, and she had the main 6 as dragons. So I wasn't originally gonna get any of them, but she told me I had to spend at least $20 in order to get the $5 off of the for my having the bun. I think the print was $10 or $15, so I think if it was 15, I technically just got this thing for free because I only spent like 20 exact. But so yeah, I got Bookworm as an actual dragon. That is like the most adorable thing I've ever seen. That is just so cute. I absolutely love that. I have no idea where I'm going to stick this, but I got that. So let's see. What should I show you next? So, so today I was looking around after I spent most of my money. I had like $9 left to spend, so I was thinking about buying buns or something, but I decided that I was severely lacking in plushies. I have the Daybreaker plushie, the big one, and I have the Rainbow Dash and Applejack one that I found from a cheap store that it's called Five Below. It's basically items that are $5 or less. Found those 2 there, so I had those. So I mean, you know, they're not fan created or anything, but they're still, you know, somewhat plushy, I guess, or stuffed doll, whatever you want to call it. But I definitely need more, so I ended up getting a Twilight Sparkle, an Alicorn Twilight Sparkle. They had a one with wings and one without, so I got the Alicorn one. And then I also got Dr. Hooves, because out of all of them that they had there, I mean, this is the only other one I was interested in. Because I mean, they had all the other main 6 as well that I probably could have bought, but I kind of wanted to get a side character. I don't know why. Obviously, I already have Applejack and Rainbow Dash. They had Pinkie Pie and Rarity. I don't think they have Fluttershy. I can't remember if I saw them, but yeah, I figured I'd do something outside the main 6. So I got Dr. Hooves, and I just kind of had them in my backpacks and bags, just with their heads sticking out as I was walking around. But that was $80, so I still had 10 left, and they had I don't remember the name of the pony, of the Bat Pony, but it's that really popular Bat Pony OC, I guess. You kind of see everywhere. And it had a sign under it that said it was $10, but it said Robin Douglas. So I thought that was for that Bat Pony, so I asked for that one. And to find out that was not who Robin Douglas was. Apparently, this is Robin Douglas. But I was like, you know what, it's $10, I got $10, just go ahead, I'll take it. I don't know if this was the vendor's kind of like mascot or whatever, or if this is an anime thing. I have no idea who Robin Douglas is. It's Star Swirl Academy, a visual novel. I have no idea, but I'm sure if someone knows, they'll tell me. But yeah, I got that now, so that's something. And as well as having plushies, I decided that something that I've always felt weird about, but I figured that if I want to be an official brony, there were two things I need to own. One is being plushies. You have to have a lot of plushies. The second is body pillows. So here's my Daybreaker body pillow, or what is it called? Dakishama? Or I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I got a big ass Daybreaker body pillow. You know, front end. There's the back in all her glory. Yeah. It's like I like body pillows, but I've always felt a little odd about having like that type of body pillow. But like I said, I feel like I can't call myself an official brony unless if I own something like that. So, and I can't deny, I don't know what that's made out of, that pillow's made out of, but that is really good quality. I really like the way that feels. The only downside is that the body pillows that they were giving, I bought that from one vendor and I had to go to another vendor to actually buy a body pillow to put in there, and their body pillow was a little too small. There was a bit of a gap on the bottom. Cause the guy told me that that sleeve was like 150 centimeters. I'm guessing that body pillow was probably 120 if I had to guess. So it's a little short. I'm gonna have to buy a correct size one, but yeah, I own that now. So let's see. I got that. All right. So the last two things I got. It was kind of funny when I bought this. So I got this little Storm King mask. When I first saw it, he had a bunch of different ones of these. And I originally thought that it was a sleep me mask, because I've actually been wanting to get one of those, because the second the light hits me, I wake up, so I kind of don't want that to happen. So I thought it was a sleeping mask, so I went ahead and bought it. Found out later it's actually just a regular mask. You put it on like that. So, I mean, it's pretty cool, still. I mean, it's not saying that I can't use that as a sleep mask, and not just go like that. Probably looks really weird. I have no idea how I look. Probably look really silly right now, but yeah. So I got that. I wore that on Saturday, as well as carrying around this. So it's the same thing, but it's a banner. Thing's pretty big too. I wasn't too sure how I felt about getting a banner because I already had that Lunar Republic one I got hanging off my wall. The problem was that I was considering getting like a flagpole and waving it around at this year's Bronycon, but I decided against it because that banner is one-sided. So like one side, the one that I have facing the camera is, you see everything, but when you flip it to the other side, it's faded, it's not mirrored or anything. It's obvious that it was just like that one side is what's meant to be seen. So when I opened this one, I saw that this one was actually double-sided, which is why I decided to go out and had my really fun trip to 2 different stores to try to find a decent flagpole to attach this to. But yeah, so that was fun. I believe that's everything. Yeah, so pretty sure, I definitely feel like I got a lot more stuff than I did last year. Though I want to say I actually spent less, which is kind of funny, but at the same time, that Daybreaker itself, the Daybreaker plushie, I think that was like 400 by itself. On top of everything else that I bought, whatever it was, I can't remember what I bought badges, which I had hooked up to my book bag for this convention, but yeah, but aside from that, I mean, I spent $400 exact and I got all this, so, you know, I feel really good about that. And there's not a purchase there's not one thing I regret purchasing. Obviously you want to count that body pillow, but I don't know, I think that thing might be growing on me. But other than that, yeah, that's everything that I bought. Definitely gonna be hanging a lot of these prints up on my wall. I gotta buy frames for them. That bag I'll obviously take with me to other conventions. Probably bring the plushies with me as well. Now that I actually have something that I can, because I considered bringing Daybreaker with me, but with how big the thing is, I didn't want to have to carry that thing around. So those are good, like, travel size plushies. So yeah, that is everything. Yeah, that is everything that I got from this year's Bronycon. So I will thank you all for watching. Thank you all for stopping by to say hi to me during the convention, and I will see you all in the next video.